Good day to you one and all. It is I, Justin Hawkins, and this is Justin Hawkins Rides Again. I am thrilled to announce that today, by public demand, I'm going to be covering The Warning. Loads of you have been asking me to cover these guys. Hitherto this episode, I had not heard a hide nor hair from them. So I'm going to react to a song called Choke, which came out in 2021. And yeah, I'm excited about it. Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Again. Yeah. Again. So, The Warning. We weren't sure which song we should choose, so we chose the most popular one on YouTube, which is called Choke. The Warning is a Mexican rock band formed in 2013 by the Villarreal Velez sisters. Their most recent album, Era, was released in 2022. That's this year. The band first gained widespread notice later in 2014 when, at ages 9 through 14, their YouTube video, in which they performed Metallica's Enter Sandman, went viral among rock music fans, eventually earning more than 20 million views. The video received attention from Metallica guitarist Kirk Hammett, who offered particular praise for Paulina, saying, "The drummer kicks maximum ass!" In that voice as well, that's what he said it in. In August 2020, The Warning signed a 5-album deal with Lava Records. Good little imprint, I love some of the stuff they've released. And began work on a new album with producer David Bendef, who has worked with Paramore and Papa Roach. In July 2022, they embarked on a US tour supporting Hailstorm and The Pretty Reckless before resuming their headlining tour in August 22. So they're doing stuff and they're going places. And what's most important is it's ladies doing rock, but it's women. It's females. And this is a CNA advert for people with lovely Christmassy jumpers. Oh, so seasonal. Fuck off. She's fretting at the 4th, but the sound that's coming out is a G minor-ish. So I think what we're looking at here is detuned guitars, one semitone down every single string, just that little bit fatter and, you know, beefier. Makes life easier for the singers, allegedly, but I think it's all about what you're used to. This is going to be powerful. G minor. Ooh. Ooh, nice. And then to an F, so it's G minor, D, F. I think it goes to G minor again, and then there's a D sharp, D. Cheeky smile, that means the rock's about to start. Awesome. Really, really kicks ass. Wow, what a chorus. Fucking hell. That's awesome. That hook is incredible. Let me die. It's great. This is one of those choruses where you get the hook twice and then a sort of counter thing that's doing something different. It's a little bit busier on the sort of 3rd time round, and then it goes, I would assume, I haven't heard it yet, but I'm assuming it goes back to the main hook or resolves in some other way where they say the thing about choke, which is what that song is called. Yep. Yeah, it goes back to the mnemonic. And then resolves with the "Let me down." It's really powerful and it grooves too. Just slipping down my throat into my lungs. Enough about my sex life. No! Oh, no, sorry, it's referring to drowning. That's what I thought in the first place. What? like that line, wear your tears like jewellery. That vice. That vice is overpriced. Oh, it's drown. She said, drown, drown, let me drown. Let me drown. Wow. I always think about drowning stuff. You know, there's that brilliant sort of short story about a guy who is shipwrecked, and when the ship sinks, he's just struggling in the water to get his boots off because he can't swim. You know, so he finally gets his boots off, swims to the shore, starts a new life on a desert island, and lives out the rest of his days, years, having, you know, encountered a native paramour, and then they sort of live in a mud hut and stuff like that, and you know, they eat fish that they've caught from the ocean, and it's an idyllic existence. Then the rescue team comes and finds his body washed up on the shore with the boots still on. So the idea of it is that it's some sort of DMT-fueled drowning man's fantasy that created this whole world and life, in fact, this whole existence after the shipwreck. And that's comforting for a lot of people, because it sort of means, oh, okay, so that thing about your life flashing before you when you drown, it's not just a myth. I think actually the idea of surrendering to this watery grave in those last moments, you have a sort of elongated sort of, what's it called again? Time dilation, where a fantasy experience that seems that you perceive as being years can only be like a few seconds, your last few seconds. There's something beautiful about that, don't you think? Because it shows you that time is, it's just about the way we perceive it, and it's different when you're dying. When it really comes to the crunch, I think you make the most of things. So yeah, I think this is a song about surrendering to something and embracing the other side. Or something, I don't know. It makes it sound like the act of breathing in and breathing out has become somewhat tedious, you know, like I think she's referring to the sheer drudgery of being in a stagnating relationship, or maybe it could just be life itself is just dull, and you need this metal to be able to, you know, permeate the shroud of boredom that you look upon the world through, or something. I don't know. I think it's a great lyric anyway. It's thought-provoking. No sign of a guitar solo yet. Some stuff happening, like an extraneous kind of final chorus, extra bit of lead playing over in the right-hand side. But it's pretty buried. Yeah, I always think about women in rock, and the other day, a few weeks ago, The Darkness was presented with a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Hard Rock Hell Awards. There was a female band playing there, and the lead singer was like saying, "Ah, yeah, there should be more women in rock. We need to empower women, and this genre is underrepresented. The females of this genre are underrepresented, and all this stuff." It's quite a rousing speech, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck right. She's absolutely right." You know? And then immediately after they left the stage, the people who were running the award ceremony elected to show a clip of Benny Hill. And it was the one where Benny Hill goes to a door and it says pull. And he goes, oh, okay, so he pulls that. Goes to another door, it says push. And, okay, fine. Then he's ordering his breakfast from a waitress who has a name tag that says Pat. So then there's an implied. Benny Hill looks at the camera like that because he knows what he has to do, and then it ends with him being chased around, having basically molested the. Well, it's an implied molestation. There's nothing explicit in there, but then he was being chased around by Pat from the cafeteria. And they showed this immediately after the girl band with the rousing speech. And I thought, well, they didn't show that with any irony, or, it was just like, oh, the people at this event will find this funny. Not because of the timing of it, just because it's Benny Hill. To me, that's one of the issues that rock has, really. If you consider your audience to be like, I don't know, just like men of a certain age and a certain ethnicity, then with a certain set of attitudes that thinks that Benny Hill stuff's funny. Well, if that's your audience, that's an audience that's dying out, because as the next generation hits the age where men, that particular age and ethnicity, they're going to be more woke. They're not going to find that funny. They're not going to see that as an acceptable thing to sit and laugh at. So then where's your audience? You know what I mean? Like, it's dwindling on account of some slightly outdated attitudes, I think. And then so when the warning comes along, this is fucking awesome and it sounds great. Needs a guitar solo. That's the only thing I would say. And there should be more of it. There really should. So well done, The Warning. Congratulations. Keep up the great work. I hope it inspires more people to do something rock-based and with rock-based and not exclusively male. It's brilliant. And there should be more of it. I honestly believe that. Justin Hawkins rides again. Yeah! And with that, I bid you adieu. No, wait, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications and watch one of these 2 videos. You think I wasn't going to remember the housekeeping? I'm a professional, you should know that by now. Cheers guys, see you on the ice.